Hello friends, this is Larry with Rides Done Right, and welcome to the 2018 Return to Track Days series. This is Trailer Prep. I did a series last year, a little mini series called Trailer Prep for Journey to Track Days, and that really was around my first year going, what do you do when you don't know anything about the track? What do you bring to the track just to make sure you've got what you need there? This year and this series is all based on the idea that I went last year. I know it's something I'm going to do now, so I'm going to go in deeper and have better stuff when I go. So I wanted to upgrade things. At the end of the season last year, I sold my 370Z Roadster and used the funds to upgrade all my bikes, my trailer, pretty much everything I'm using to do this. Part of the selection of the trailer was just needing more room to go and do the things that we're doing. So we went and found an 18-foot VNose 2018 trailer, and we got one that one of the things that I needed for it is I wanted something that had finished walls and ceiling so that I have a good foundation for whatever it was I was going to do. And I went after the whole theme this year is based on the Yamaha Valencia theme, which is an all-white with red checkers and then black stripes. I've always liked that theme, and so I decided that I was going to make everything match this year in doing it. And so we got the white trailer. I ordered stripes that were the widths that I wanted to do the striping details I wanted. Designed the decals, some cool logos based on the bike that the big bike that I'm doing is an R1. So I made this kind of cartoon looking decal and incorporated that into the trailer. So striped the outside of it. One of the things that I did that you don't see every day is I striped through the inside of it all the way around the inside walls, and including right through my toolbox in the front. I just thought that would be kind of that finished custom touch, so that was kind of neat. We didn't have a finished floor in it, and our friends from Western Interiors came in and completely decked out the floor for us, did a fabulous job. You see that I'm actually going to have a video, specific videos on some of the products, and we'll talk about that. I'll call them out in this video so you'll know to go watch the other videos, but there'll be a video on the floor and their installation and what they did. That video will show the installation, the trim work, what they did in prepping it, because they went all the way when they put this floor and did a really nice job for us. Some of the other things that I wanted to do is I had chocks before, but I wanted to put in nicer chocks for what it was that I was going to do this year. So we got together with Condor, and we have their fixed chocks, and then we have an adjustable chalk that's on an ETrack center system that lets us move that middle bike up and back wherever it is that we're wanting to load. So that's another video to watch, the Condor video, to find out how we did the installation and how those turned out. One of the cool things in extras that you just don't see is something that T-Rex has, which is a strapless system. Lets me ride in the bikes into the chocks and then flip their system over the top of rear spools, tighten those down, and I don't have to use straps. So they're a lot more solid than my other systems have ever been using straps, and they just don't go anywhere. They look great. They're a lot faster. So check that T-Rex installation video out, because that's pretty cool too. We didn't know what we were going to do for cabinets, and I wound up going to Lowe's and found some cabinets there for their garage cabinets, and we just took measurements and did the installations for those. They worked out really well for what we're doing. I put a lot of thought into how I was going to do the ETrack in the trailer, and one of the things that I did that I didn't see anywhere that I thought turned out really cool is I hid the side-mounted ETrack that was black in the wide black stripes, and that turned out really cool. So that's just a little kind of one of those heads ups if you're doing something custom like this, that if you can plan ahead and do a wide stripe like that and get the measurement of the stripe, at least the width of the ETrack, you can hide it, and it turned out pretty cool. Figuring out something for the gas cans is kind of a pain, and I just wound up going on eBay and found a place that makes new 2-can. They make them single, double, and triple, and I got a 2-can set up and mounted it in there, and my VP cans, which are kind of a standard, both fit in there. They're snug, but you kind of want them snug. You don't want those things flying around, and We've used the trailer once now going to the track and had zero problems with them going anywhere. They really travel nicely. I looked at a lot of different kind of gizmos that you could get to get your tie downs organized, and they had some pretty expensive solutions online. And what I wound up going with is I got some closet organizers and just took 2 closet organizer shelves and I screwed those to the wall, and then I just spread the gap on the straps, and it holds them nice. They don't clank around anymore. They look a lot nicer and a lot more organized, and I did it on a shoestring. So that again is another thing that I came up with that you just don't see. The thing that we don't have in the trailer yet that we'll put in again this year, watch the last year's trailer prep series, and you'll find out where I put a PVC hole with a cap in the front of the trailer, and it made this cool bypass for me to be able to put electric outlet bring the extension cord into the trailer without having to worry about the doors being shut and everything. So most of us, if you find a place that has electricity, you're trying to get your cord on the inside, you got to figure something out for that, and that worked out kind of cool. So I'll be putting that same thing in here. The thing we did with trying to figure out where we're going to put the suits, I just came up with the ETrack little screw-on hook. I just took one section of ETrack, cut it off, and then screwed it to a frame mount, and then had an ETrack hook, and then my suits just hang from that. And there are a lot of different solutions you can come up with. Initially, I wanted to hide them and put them in a closet, but then I just thought it made more sense to just hang them out. So that's what I wound up going with. And then I took the clock from last year and mounted it in the same location. We found out last year that when you're doing track days, you definitely want to have a clock mounted in an area where, again, the back is down quite often, and the clock is in an area where I can see it just walking by. It makes it a lot easier to know what you're doing and if you're on time for the next session. And that pretty much covers what we've done for trailer prep this year. Pretty radical changes from last year when you compare. Look at the videos and check out the photos, and you'll see that the upgrades were pretty extensive for us, for just a regular old dude. But they turned out pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with them. By the way, we wheeled and tired the trailer and got that to looking decent. We tried to match them up as fair as we could with the pulling rig. We got rid of the Escalade from last year and got a white Denali that matches the white trailer, trying to keep with the theme. So the thing is gas, but it pulls this size of an 18-foot trailer just fine, and we haven't had any problems with it, and we're real happy with how things are working out. So that's it for trailer prep in the 2018 series, and make sure you watch the individual videos from this that I pointed out, because the products that we're using are really cool. I did a lot of research trying to find out what was out there and what was going to work with what I wanted to do, and so definitely give those things a look and let us know how you like things. So keep watching Return to Track Days this year, and we'll see you out there.